Hello everyone, T-Man978. Welcome to another chill review. This time is G.I. Joe Classified Series number 159, Richard Crystal Ball King, who is a Cobra agent. Here is this artwork on this side. Nice. Here's this stuff right there. Here is the back. And let's get him out of here. Really briefly, one thing that was cool about this packaging is you have stuff actually strapped to the box. You don't normally get that. Here's Crystal Ball out of the packaging. And he is cool. Crystal Ball is one of those characters I've never heard of. Like beyond the G.I. Joe the movie, like right after that I watched a few episodes after that and then I fell off. Either I didn't get home in time or I just stopped caring because of the animation. But from what I have learned from watching a video, he was created by Stephen King and his son. Like Stephen King used to use an alias so he can write for other things and not use his real name because people didn't want to be known for lesser things back in the day. And two of the other things I was thinking about him when I saw him, I was like, he looks like a jacked Vincent Price. And I also was thinking he looks like freaking Doctor Strange if he joined the Dreadnoks. Anywho, the accessories, he comes with this like holographic shield that hypnotizes people. He had varying degrees of power depending on the comic writer, where he could use this shield and it hypnotizes people and whatnot to get them to do whatever he wants. But I would assume, looking at what we got going on right now, he is somewhere on at least Mysterio level. And I think he did gain like some type of mystical powers after a while. But he's using one of his illusions right here to give you this, or make people think he looks like Cthulhu right there. And that's cool sculpted. It's transparent. It's not painted. He has a little bit, almost looks like a crustacean or a samurai helmet in the back. You get this crystal ball. Crystal ball comes with a crystal ball that has a skull in it. This hand is also optional in the packaging. So I guess you could use this to make it look like he's casting a spell besides holding this. And apparently, I didn't know this until watching True Star Scammer last night. I knew this was like soft and squishy, but I didn't know it actually came off. And you can see the skull a little bit more inside. But they're like flames with like a tentacle wrapped around the bottom. And then he does have like snake-like motifs. If you don't want to use the holographic thing, you could put this in there directly to have that going on. It would be fun if this could light up. It goes into his hands, sculpted on this side, and wraps around the arm. This is that cheap, back in the day, those cheap plastic ring type materials that wraps around right there. You get this glowing sword. And he has, this is the hand that's normally on him. You get this pistol right there, a revolver, and he does, let me take his head off of here. He does have two necklaces, one with a jewel and one with like some type of metal emblem right there. And if you want to be extra spicy, you could take the whole jacket off, but I'll show that later. Let's show his regular head. Him looking like I said, Vincent Price or Doctor Strange if he was crazy in a dreadnought. But he does have somewhat of a mullet back there, or just long hair. And he has that typical neck they've been giving people recently. Well, let's let you see the other details while we're here. Got that sculpted on. Here's the gauntlets that are painted. Rings on it, or yeah, are they separate rings? I think they're separate rings and not a brass knuckle. You got this going on over here. Here is the sculpting in the jacket, which looks nice. Here's this detail on the chest and the belt. I feel like we've seen these boots before, but I could be wrong. Doesn't really bother me. Besides the hypnotic powers, he can just use the shield as a shield. And maybe this sword is just really just a sword, and you're just seeing the flames come off of it. Or maybe it is a flaming sword, I don't know. Here he is holding the gun. Here he is without the jacket. And close up on his chest tattoo. Right there. And just to bring something up, he has some weird stuff going on. Like his neck. I had to in order to get this to move, which is, it moves great now, I had to force the neck down. It was like it was stuck. And then it left this plastic scuff. The butterfly joints as well, right there, seem to got stuck under there. And this one, I just now did it. I pushed it forward and now it's stuck behind there and I can't get it to come back. But these shoulder pads, I did want to show that off as well. You seem to have to push down and then move them up to be able to get them out 90 degrees. Well, beyond 90 degrees on this side. But here's some more of that plastic scraping because this was getting stuck by that back there. So I'll let you see this. Oh no. Yeah. It seems to keep getting stuck every time. The shoulder, this part right here is actually made out of a pliable plastic, just like his shoulder pads. I'm not used to that. I'm used to it being a little bit more rigid. So that's different. But I was showing the articulation off a little bit. Here's how high I can get his neck. I can get it lower. And of course you can rotate. I showed the arms. You can do this. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. All the hands are on a vertical hinge. Even the graspy hand, which is weird. You get that going back, which is a lot. You get that coming forward. He does, of course, have rotation, and you don't get a lot of tilt up in this area. It goes forward and backward. Drop down hips, kick back, kick forward, way more than 90. Thigh rotation, out to the side 90. Double jointed knees. Boot swivel, kick all the way back, kick forward, ankle pivot. Bottom of the boots. Here is Crystal Ball up against these folks. And here are these people right here. But I'm going to end right here. I like them. I did go in and shave some of the plastic off of his little butterfly joint because it was aggravating. It was too far out, so it kept getting stuck. So that's a problem. I don't know if this guy has been retooled from some other figure and it's some type of mold degradation. I don't think he is. He seems to be a lot of new parts. But yeah, he's cool. He comes with some cool accessories. He has that same neck issue that I've been complaining about with GIJOE recently, which is unfortunate. It's cool this guy comes with a actual hinge neck because I believe they're using the same neck and head from the original figure. But Yeah, I like them. If you see them, get them. Anywho, thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.